Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. As you can see, I've made it back to the entrance of Yafutoma, so we're going to go ahead and go in. And we are going to visit this city. We have not been to Yafutoma, we've looked at it, yeah, it's big. You don't actually have to come in through this way. You can kind of go in wherever you want, but I wanted to come in through the main entrance because I like making an entrance. Get it? Yafutoma is a beautiful, beautiful little town. It is probably one of the nicest designed towns in an RPG I've ever seen. It ranks up there with Zeal for me in terms of this is just a fun, awesome place to be. Zeal being a little bit cooler, mostly because, you know, it's not supposed to be a floating island, but it is. So, the Yafutomans are looking at us like we are just completely out of place, because we are. Like, we are the strange ones. Like, we don't have black hair, our clothes are silly. Like, everyone here has ridiculous, like, we've got two blondes, a redhead, and a brunette. And, unfortunately, we're invaders, so they're not really happy about us being here. These lands are protected by Mount Kazai and the Blue Moon. Invaders will be punished. That's not good. I love how Aka's like, oh, fantastic! We're gonna get like, you're not paying attention to what the guy with the spear is saying? That we're gonna be punished? And nope, they're just completely ignoring him.
Yeah!
This will be recorded in the history books if they don't kill us. We are invading a sovereign nation. Basically, we attacked them. Well, they attacked us first, so it was self-defense. But, yeah, think about it. Our primary responsibility is to defend Yafutoma. Please forgive our rush to arms. Okay, so Lord Mikado wants to see us. Probably the king of these lands. So yeah, we should probably go say hi. So, Yafutoma is kind of a mix between all Oriental culture. Like, it seems very Japanese, but also very Chinese at the same time. So, it gives a very, you know, Eastern vibe, regardless of specific nationality. So, the king and his daughter has been very interested in Western culture, even though you guys have been very, you know, isolated. Love to hear all about your homeland. If there's anything you can do for us, yeah, we need something that you probably revere as a holy relic. And then there's Kangen, the advisor. And like any royal advisor, he's evil. Look at that face. Just those eyebrows of evil. He's like an Eastern Jafar. Which is weird, if you think about it. Because, you know, technically, Jafar would have been considered Eastern as well. Anyway, because Middle East. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Thankfully, Mikado's kind of like, hey, let's not just kill them, because we haven't had visitors in a long time. Let's try to be civil. Searching for the moon crystals to prevent our enemies from using them to destroy the world. The blue crystal is here. I think you're referring to the jewel that is the powers of the blue moon. Yeah, that sounds about right. What you're searching for is underneath Mount Kazai. The Magasphere. So I'm guessing this crystal is just a sphere, as opposed... All of the other ones have kind of a, you know, geometric shape, sphere, you know. Azure-colored jewel. Ancestors passed the jewel to the successors of the throne after the cataclysm. The jewel was sealed inside Mount Kazai. Yeah, that sounds about right. At one time, Mount Kazai was a volcano, and there is no known way inside. The Magasphere has been lost since the days of the old world. And I love how they're just going to let us walk into their, you know, holy mountain and try to recover an object that is proof of succession of the throne. Yeah, this makes complete and total sense. Except it doesn't. Alright, so we can explore Yafutoma now. If we go behind here, there's a little walkway that leads to another little building way off in the distance over there. That is basically our inn. We can stay and save there for free. We don't need to right now, so I'm gonna keep going because we've got stuff to explore around this town. And they have these weird elevators that I'm just gonna say I would not trust. I mean, you're basically floating above, you know, endless chasm. Alright, so there's a bird here. Talk to it. And you can say something, and it's going to mimic whatever you say. So if you say, looks tasty, it's going to say, look tasty, look tasty. Cute. Kinda cute, kinda cute. Shoo, shoo. Just for shits and giggles. This bird looks rather tasty, don't you think? Looks tasty, looks tasty. It's mimicking you. Don't go teaching it any naughty words. Fuck off, fuck off. Yeah. I'm a 5-year-old. Alright, over here there is a cham. Somewhere over here, right there. Cham. I don't know why I go to Fina specifically. It doesn't matter who you go to. Just use it on the Cupel. And what is Cupel's? Oh, he's Cupel's Spear now. He has evolved. Fantastic. And there's little kids playing. We can talk to them, but they're probably scared of us. We are going to skip most of the conversation, and we're going to go here. And this is the weapon shop. We are going to buy some Eastern-style weapons. Talk to the merchant. Come right on in. What can I get for you? Let's buy and sell. Alright, so we've got some money. We've got a Surian blade, which that is required to get a certain crew member. So we want that. Plus, it is a little bit better than what we've currently got. Yin Wing for Aka. Blade of Slumber for Enrique. I believe that actually has the ability... Yeah, it can put enemies to sleep. So we've got Scale Mail, Saranchu Robe, Long Robe. So Long Robe is +4 to both defense and magic. Scale Mail. So that's a little bit better than what Enrique's got in terms of dodge and quick. That's got better defense. So I'm going to buy one of those for Vice. I'm going to buy the robe for Aka. I'll buy the long robe. I think I'll buy 2 long robes. One for Fina, one for Enrique. Because that lowers her magic, but raises all of her other stats. And Enrique, it just raises his stats. So... And Enrique's got the moss armor, so yeah. And then we've got Jade Swirl Ring and the Unseen Hand. Enchantment that enables warrior to attack faster and avoid enemies. It raises your quick by ridiculous amounts. And the Jade Swirl Ring, ring decorated with 2 drops of liquid jade, increases magic defense and will. The guide that I've been reading up on says that if we get this, it'll increase Aka's Lambda Burst? Unless it's will or magic based. It may be magic based because it is fire. So that could be that. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of each anyway. And I will go ahead and put that on Aka. She's got Gilder's Amulet on now. So it will lower her attack and defense a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy an Unseen Hand and then just not equip that on anyone. Just in case I want to have one. Alright. So nothing else that we need there. We're going to move on to the item shop. And before we buy items, you come over here to this weird looking wall. It's actually a trapdoor that leads to a hidden treasure chest, which gives us 3,000 gold. That's enough to buy, like, an item. Really, the money that we get from treasure chests these days is just getting pathetically low. This game did not scale well with certain things. So, ship battles being one of them, treasure items, that being... So we can buy Saccharin crystals, magic dew, magic drops, tin, risen crystals, and Rizalim crystals. We've got a couple of those. I think I'll buy a couple more. Don't really need any magic dew. We'll buy another magic droplet. We'll buy some more Saccharin crystals. We'll buy 6 of those. And buy... how many do I have? 17? Uh, 25. Yeah, 25's not... I was gonna go for 30, but 25's a good number. So yeah. Make sure we have enough healing items, and that's everything there. And now the only other things to get here are a couple of crew members and a treasure chest. So we're gonna go do those. So this place looks, you know, like it's huge, but there's only certain ways to get around. That's because there is. So one thing we're gonna do is we're going to walk all the way over here. Remember this switch for later. Walk over to this guy. Step right up and tub ship. That sounds like... okay. So we get a tub ship, which I really... this does not seem practical or, you know, feasible in any sense of the word. It just seems weird. I don't see how that actually functions as a means of getting around water. I could be wrong. It could be, like, really historically accurate and that there were these little tugboats like that. But I have no idea, and it just seems really impractical to me. So we hit this lever, and it will actually raise the bridge. We wanted to do this after we got the boat, because otherwise we couldn't get to the guy giving the boats. But now we can go underneath where the bridge was, through that pathway, and there's going to be a treasure chest there. So, that's fantastic. But this is basically no different than the camel-type creature that we were riding around in Nasser. You can only get on and off at certain places, but it allows for getting a treasure chest that would not otherwise be obtainable. But yeah, it seems so weird. Alright, so to get our first crew member, we go all the way over here underneath this arch bridge, and we are going to go down this waterfall. Because going down waterfalls in tiny man-made bucket ships seems like a completely safe and healthy idea. And then we get off here and go over here, and right in this being constructed house, go talk to this young lady here. Kerala. You must be the Westerners they're talking about. I'm the best builder in the country. So what do you think of our town? I bet you don't see such fine structures in your country. Alright, so it doesn't matter which option you choose, I believe. Let me double check that just to make sure. Yeah, I really don't think it matters which one, but it'll change her dialogue, so we'll actually be nice to her. It's like, you're right about that. Completely, you know, different from what we've seen. Got a fine-looking town here. It sure warms my heart to hear you say that. Say, maybe I should go back west with you and visit your country. I could probably teach you Westerners a thing or two that would really amaze you. Like, okay, what about the house you're building? Like, it's not finished. But this is her house, so it really doesn't matter. She can leave it unfinished. She doesn't care, because no one will be living here. Incidentally, I have a little sister named Urala. Might want to give her a holler, too. Alright, so we have Kerala has joined our crew as a builder. And I'm not going to see what she does yet. I'm going to wait till I get her sister as well. And to... oh, ducks. Ducks. No, I wanted to look at the ducks. 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 Oh, there's a fish, too! It's trying to go up the waterfall. How? It's a little level of detail like this that I just completely forget about in this game. Alright, so we're going to hop on this, and it's going to spring us back up to the next section. Again, creepy little elevator-type platform dealies. Alright, so we hop on this little tugboat, and we go down this waterfall. How the water gets up there to form a waterfall down is what raises questions to me. Alright, so we come all the way over here, and this is a restaurant that is only obtainable by tugboat, which you would think would not do well for a restaurant. Restaurants are, you know, location, location, location. And talk to her. We saw both of these young ladies when we first entered town. They were the ones, I believe she was specifically the one commenting on what do they eat to make their hair not black. Waiter? Okay, so she doesn't understand the term waiter. It's like, we were talking about you. You are a waiter. You were the one who's... Yes. We're the ones who should apologize. We're in a bit of a rush right now, but we'll come back some other time. Speaking of, your sister's joining our crew. You want to join her and come with us? You would think that her sister would actually show up for a little bit of dialogue here, saying, hey sis, I'm going with them, you should come with us. Instead, no, it's just this foreigner who they don't know at all is just saying, hey, your sister's coming with us, why don't you get on our ship? That doesn't sound sketchy at all. I'm not, yeah, it's not, that's creepy. Are you sure I qualify for the job? Yes, if you can cook and not let us starve to death, you qualify. And Urala has joined as a cook. So let's take a look and see what these two young ladies do in terms of being in our crew. So, we got Builder, Kirala. Using the crew command, she will replenish your ship's HP to full. Okay, so she's basically a sacrum or complete kit with a crew command. So that actually does kind of help out. It gives you an extra set of healing. And Cook, we actually have one that we can change out now. We've got Polly, who we've been using. She will replenish one character's MP. Urala will max out your spirit points. Yeah, we're going to use her. That's a little more useful, which also means we could probably switch out Robinson for Marco, because Robinson will actually reduce spirit point costs for a turn, whereas he will double them, and if we already have maxed out, that'll actually give us the ability to use more. So we'll keep Marco and Urala. And then we have two positions that we have not had anyone join us for yet. So we have that to look forward to. So that is everything that we can get. We got the gold and we got the moonberry. There's one other item that we get automatically simply for progressing the story. It's a item needed to get into the mountain. So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and go save, and in this episode here, we've got everything that we can get in Yafutoma other than progressing the story. So we actually need to go this way, is where the save point is. So we're going to go save, and I will, like I said, I'll end this episode here. See you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.